Hello. In my PowerPoint, I will be talking about the evaluating health leadership models, metrics, and effectiveness. The importance of health leadership assessments and evaluations. I will be covering the key role of leadership in healthcare, continuous improvement, aligning with organizational goals, building accountability, and adaptation to change. The key role of leadership in healthcare. The leadership plays a crucial role in shaping the quality of care, improving patient outcomes, and driving innovation within the healthcare organization. The effective leadership ensures that the efficient use of resources fosters a positive organizational culture and emphasizes employee satisfaction. As far as continuous improvement, regular assessments and evaluations of the healthcare leaders help identify areas of improvement, ensuring that leadership practices align with the organizational goals and standards. It supports ongoing professional development and enhances the overall performance of the organization. When it comes to aligning with the organizational goals, those leadership assessments do help ensure that leaders are effectively guiding their teams towards achieving strategic goals, improving patient care, and maintaining high standards for safety and quality for the patients. As far as building accountability, leaders provide accountability, ensuring that they are performing as expected and addressing areas of concerns proactively. This also boosts transparency within the organization. Adaptation to change. The healthcare is a dynamic field. Leadership evaluations help leaders stay adaptable and responsive to new challenges, policies, and technologies, which ultimately benefit the patient care organizational health. This slide I spoke of serves as an introduction to the significance of healthcare leadership assessments and sets the stage for the models that will be compared and analyzed in the following slides. Model 1, the 360-degree feedback model. This explains and highlights both its strengths and limitations so that you, my audience, can understand how it works and when it may be most useful in assessing health leaderships. The 360-degree feedback model is a comparison evaluation tool that collects feedback from a wide range of sources, including peers, subordinates, supervisors, and sometimes patients. This model provides a holistic view of leaders' performance from multiple perspectives within the organization. The main purpose of the 360 feedback model is to offer a well-rounded assessment of leaders' strengths and areas of improvement. By gathering insights from the diverse individual, it helps leaders understand how their actions and behaviors impact those around them and support their development as effective leaders. The metrics captured are the ability to inspire and guide teams, sets the vision, and leads by example as a leadership skill. When speaking about the decision-making, those leaders have effectiveness in making timely and informed decisions, along with the communication on how well they communicate with their team members, peers, and patients. The leader's interpersonal skills is the ability for the relationships and manage conflicts. So when strategically thinking, those leaders' ability to think crucially and make decisions do align with the organization's long-term goals. So now I'm going to speak about some pros and cons. So the comprehensive feedback. By gathering feedback from multiple sources, the 360-degree model offers a broad and diverse perspective on leadership effectiveness. It does identify blind spots, which helps uncover areas that may be overlooked in traditional evaluations, such as interpersonal communication or decision-making biases. Those leaders can foster self-awareness by gaining insight into their strengths and weaknesses, enabling them to work on areas needing improvement. Now, some of those cons are time-consuming. Collecting feedback from multiple sources can take a lot of time and resources, potentially slowing down the evaluation process. It could be biased, so if not managed correctly, those feedbacks can be influenced by personal relationships or subjective opinions, leading to biased evaluations. It could also be overwhelming. So receiving feedback from many different sources can be difficult to manage and interpret, potentially leading to confusion or lack of clarity about improvement of those areas. Model 2, the leadership competency model. The leader competency model focuses on evaluating specific skills and attributes that are considered essential for effective leadership. This model emphasizes competencies such as visions, team management, communication, and innovation, which are crucial for achieving organizational goals and fostering positive work environment. The purpose is the the purpose and the metrics will be spoken next. So my purpose is that leadership competency models to assess a leader's ability to meet predefined leadership competencies within the organization. These competencies are typically aligned with the organization's strategic objectives and ensures that leaders are equipped with the necessary skills to lead teams effectively and to drive success. So going into our metrics, problem solving. Problem solving is huge. Those leaders' ability to identify challenges and develop solutions that address complex issues. You have to be able to be adapting. So being able to respond to change, circumstances, and adjust strategically is necessary. Emotional intelligence, the capacity to understand and manage one's own emotions as well as recognizing the emotions of others. And knowing your organization's knowledge. A leader's understanding of the organization's operation, culture, and goal, and how this knowledge impacts the decision making. Team building, the leader's ability to build, motivate, and guide effective teams that work collaboratively to achieve organization's objectives. Now, the pros are targeted feedback, which that provides a feedback focused on specific measurable competencies, making it easier to identify strengths and areas for development. You want to make sure that you align with the organization's goals. Competencies are typically designed to match the needs and goals of the organization, ensuring that leadership evaluations are directly relevant to the organizational success, and have it clear and be structured. The model provides a clear framework for assessment, making it easy to track progress and set clear expectations for those leaders. Now, as far as cons, it could be a limited scope, so that focus on predefined competencies may overlook that personal trait or broader leadership qualities such as creativity or resilience, which are important but may not fit the necessary specific category. The lack of holistic view, it may not offer the complete picture of leadership effectively, particularly in the area that goes beyond the defined competencies. Now, the comparison of both models. On this slide, I will compare the two models, highlighting their strengths and differences. It will help you as my audience to understand when each model is most useful and how it aligns with the organizational needs. So my comparison of my 360-degree feedback versus leadership. The competency model, holistic versus focused. The 360-degree feedback offers, the model is more holistic and inclusive as it gathers feedback from multiple sources, including peers, subordinates, and supervisors. It does provide a broad view of leaders' performance across various areas, offering insight into the leadership behaviors and interpersonal dynamics. As far as the leadership competency model, it contrasts the competency model and it is more focused and emphasized on specific predefined leadership competencies such as communication, problem solving, and adaptability. It does, however, assess the leader's demonstrations on these key competencies within the organization. Now, the subjective versus structured, while the 360 feedback model is typically more subjective as it relies on perceptions and opinions from various sources, which can vary based on individuals' biases or experiences. The leadership competency model is more structured because it focuses on measurable competencies that are clearly defined and aligned with organizational goals. This structured approach ensures that the assessment is consistent and easy to apply. One last thing that we want to compare is the depth versus actionable. 360-degree feedback is that the model provides more in-depth and rounded view of leaders' performances, addressing areas such as interpersonal skills, emotional intelligence, and leadership style. It does, however, uncover blind spots and provides comprehensive feedback on how the leader is perceived by others. The leadership competency focuses on the actionable skills, and the competencies make it easier to track specific areas of improvement. It is more practical for addressing performance gaps and particular competencies that are directly tied to the organizational goals. This slide provides a brief overview of how the metrics are captured in each model, highlighting that the methods and the types of data collected. Capturing metrics for a healthcare leader evaluation. The 360 feedback metrics captured through a survey or questionnaires distributed to various stakeholders like peers, subordinates, supervisors. The feedback is gathered on different aspects of leadership performance, including both quantitative ratings, and qualitative comments. The leadership competency model metrics are gathered through structured interviews, performance reviews, or self-assessment tools aligned with the predefined leadership competency. This metrics is more structured and focusing on leaders' ability to demonstrate specific behaviors and outcomes. Which model is more appropriate and why? The 360 feedback is ideal for organizations needing a comprehensive view of leadership performance from multiple perspectives. It helps identify blind spots and supports a personal growth. The leadership competency model is best for the organization's clear leadership expectation, focusing on developing specific skills and standardizing evaluations. The recommendations are a combination of both models can be most effective 360-degree feedback for the holistic view and the competency model for the focused skill development. In conclusion, this wraps up the main points and reinforces the values of using the right combination of models for effective leadership assessments in healthcare. I want to talk about the importance of choosing the right model. By selecting the appropriate model for the health leader evaluation, it is crucial for ensuring effective leaderships that align with organizational goals and promotes continuous improvement. The values of regular assessments is evaluating the health leaders, and it helps maintaining their high performance. It identifies areas for growth and ensures leaders are driving the organization towards its objectives. And my key takeaways, the best evaluation model depends on those organizations' unique needs. However, combining both models, the 360-degree feedback for a holistic view and the competency model for targeted skills, does provide the most comprehensive assessment. And on my last slide, I spoke on slide 4, 6, and 7 was received from the North House for the leadership of practice. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.